just happy at the moment.
So let's just say she recovered after our lymphatic drainage for about 2 or 3 sessions, and her nose is actually healed. Then I would go into harder type of lymphatic drainage, which would be like a facial cupping. So that's when we would use these little cups.
All these material. I was wondering, I was gonna get them on camera, but I was like, you know what?
So for
Wasn't
the
sure.
nose, we're gonna probably have to use the smallest ones because this like for somebody who has a big nose, she already has a smaller nose. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's already good. So we use the smallest little suction cup possible, and we let them know it's just gonna be a little suction. And you squeeze, and you just allow it to suck on the nose.
Look at those teeth. They look perfect. Is it ticklish?
A little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And you see, you just suck it and you're pulling up so the blood can like pump up. So it's like squeeze, sit on the nose, let it suck, and then pull up. So from this side or this angle. Well, she has a nose ring. I'm not gonna go too hard on that side. Let's go on this side. And it just sucks the skin. But it's not meant to stay on there. You don't want anything to suck too hard because you're having hickey on your nose. You don't want like super suction like
Like how my
the
booty
bigger
looked
ones.
2 days ago.
Right, yeah, you don't want nothing like bruising or we're just basically trying to pop the blood or get the blood out of that area.
So it doesn't clot.
Yes.
Like the Bombaras clot. Yes. Y'all stay on live with me because I'm going to go and prepare some curry chicken as well.
And so the sides of the face, just right in here. Because remember, your nose, it drains out this way superficially, but when you go inside the nose, like when you get hit in your nose or punch your nose or some elbow, and you see blood coming out the nose, that's kind of actually on the inside, like way underneath, because one of these bones moved and it actually hit a vessel and cut the vessel. That's when you get a bloody nose. There's really no arteries like inside your nose that just flushes out. No, it's basically that was a violent hit, like something really had to break off and hit you in the nose. That's what I'm saying. When you get that nose surgery, yeah, you're literally cutting everything off, and it's like almost continuous bleeding unless that doctor stops it, which they do. And then your whole face is like a raccoon. Like underneath, you're gonna have a pooling of blood. Your whole face is gonna be swollen.
Oh, Lord. Just the
It's
thought of it just makes me sick.
So
Jesus.
some people think that these surgeries, oh, I'm gonna look good right after. I'm like, hell no. There has been never been a surgery where right after you would look like, you or her on the table. Like anybody that looks beautiful, no, you ain't gonna come out looking like, what are you thinking? What? This is a major surgery. You're gonna look nasty. You're gonna look terrible. You're gonna have bandages all over your face for one, so you're not even really gonna see your face. To be honest with you. But after about a week or two, once we can take the bandages off, then they send you guys or send anybody who has the surgery to us. So now we can flush out the blood and make sure everything is flushing and working properly.
So I don't even know if I'm still live, but if I'm still live, I'm letting anybody know that's tuning in that we're actually doing a training on lymphatic drainage. This is a training that's actually probably like, I don't know, for CEU, which is a continuing educational class for massage therapists. What would the price be for a class like this?
Oh God. For me, it's $300, but I've seen some lymphatic drainage because it's one of those sought after trainings that if I want to get a job in the medical field, yeah, that's number one. That's what they're going to look for is lymphatic drainage. So I would say from 500 on up to about 1800, give or take. But that's for like a super class. If you're going to take a 2 week class, yeah, you're going to spend, 1500 and up. But if it's just like a 2 day course, maybe like 500 would be a good price point. It's just
So you
starting
can
off.
provide training in 2 days
Mhm.
for approximately 500, but you're willing to do a deal for three, is what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. Right. I charge my class or my students because it's basically a 1 to 2 day. The only reason why it's 2 days if the class is more than 10 people, yeah, obviously we're gonna have a 2 day course. But if it's under 10 people, yeah, about a full day, an 8 hour, well, plus lunch break, 7 hours.
Awesome.
Hmm.
We can have some of Island Bliss catering. during that lunch hour.
See,
I'll be
there
more
you
than
go.
happy
Yeah,
to.
see?
So anybody that needs lymphatic draining massage
But see how
training.
see how relaxing lymphatic drainage it can be. Like you can literally put somebody to sleep just going slow. Like
Exactly, and then the
very
difference
slow.
too with lymphatic. Well, I won't say the difference. When we're given regular therapy to whether it's a deep tissue clean or whatever gesture that they're proposing, we're normally talking them through the steps in a sense, but the fact that this is like a special surgery and it's like specific and area based, we're not technically going over the complete body because in quotes we're massage therapists. It's really therapy for that area of the body that you've have like trauma to, and the trauma is from the surgery, so that you're not that you're not building up scar tissue and blood clots and so forth.
And keep in mind, you see how her hair is perfect, and see how I haven't gone over every part of the baby hairs. The baby hairs are perfect, they're wonderful, but
he's a mess.
When I'm going to the side, I go right here to the hairline, and then I swoop out right at that hairline. I don't be trying to go in between and go and touching. No. Unless you got some royal jelly, you're gonna fix it up for her afterwards or whatever you're gonna do. But you just leave it because it's nice, it's perfect. I didn't do anything with her head. I ain't come up. People will like because they don't really respect people's hair, not just black women's hair. It could be what I've seen lymphatic drainage by some doctors. I'm like, damn it, did you not see that she says on the chart, don't touch here? And that's why I asked in the beginning. I said, hey, are there any areas you don't want? It doesn't have to be done or not done. Some people are just like, I don't want you to touch here. I know my surgery's here. Why are you touching here? And some doctors get that feely touchy moments when they think
it's okay to touch extra,
because they rarely get in trouble for it, like ever. Like I've never ever heard of and the doctor be way up here. I'm like, sir, she did not get a breast anything. Why are you up here? You should be waiting. And I be noticing it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? But they get free feel, almost like a dentist. Dentists get they put somebody on oxygen and knock them out. And what are the dentists doing? And some of them have gotten caught.
I don't know a lot of woman dentists.
See, the women, they good. They straight.
Oh my goodness! Now I sometimes request for a male gynecologist. We're not going to talk about that now.
Lord,
but the last one was a woman. But we not normally in the past. I would like legitimately request. I'm like, do you have any male? Yeah, because I just feel like I want a male looking down there. You know what I mean?
Hey, I feel you.
So it's okay.
Whenever I get anything done, I ask for a female therapist or doctor. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't.
Ladies.
No.
My trainer is never mind.
Heterosexual? Yes.
Yes, not that, but very much so available.
Oh Lord.
Extremely amazing catch.
Stop it. If she had like a lip surgery, like you said earlier, like the lip surgeries, thumbs right on top, and you go to the side slowly. And you go to the sides, because the maxilla or maxillary area, or like for your mandibles, the maxilla area up top, that's if you took the lip off, is the top of your upper teeth. So you can actually roll back the lip and you're like, oh yeah, it is nothing but teeth. Like,
yeah, like kids are born like that.
Right. So when you're going through here, you go too hard, it could feel like, okay, what the hell are you doing? It's just slow, soft touch, and you're going towards the sides. And if the client swallows, she swallowed a couple times because I could feel, see where my pinkies are. I'm right on her throat, so I can feel when she's swallowing. You're supposed to feel like somebody gulping or swallowing because you're draining the lymphatic system. That's natural. Some people in the class are like, well, am I supposed to swallow this? I'm like, yeah, it's called mastication. Or your glands on the inside, because you're working in the mouth area, the orbital. Orbital is a circle. So these areas in here are sensitive. This is where you salivate. This is where all your taste receptors are, senses, jawbone, and underneath you have your Petri gold muscles, all the little fine, intricate tongue muscles underneath the neck, because you're dragging. And the lymphatic saying like, oh shit, we get massaged. I'm like, yeah, because you rarely get a mouth massage. Like when do you get a, or face massage or mouth massage? Rarely ever. So yes, you're supposed to.
Does oral
swallow.
Sex count?
Oh, there you go. So right, so there you're getting a massage here. You're getting a workout there. Hey, That counts.
I'm
That does.
terrible.
No,
I'm
no, you're right.
terrible.
That counts.
I had to ask.
So up or underneath the lower lip,
Mm-hmm.
all you're doing is gliding super slow. Now there's ashiatsu or face massage where you have points. So then you would be digging into the skin, holding, going to another point, digging into the skin, holding. But you can actually see me digging into the skin. That's not lymphatic drainage. No. Whenever you're making an indent on somebody's face, like pressing in, then it's not lymphatic at that point. That's more of a actual ashiatsu face massage, which that does feel great when you're pressing in on somebody's skin. Oh Lord, it's amazing. But those are the differences, because some people say, "Oh, well, the guy came in, he punctured my lip like here, and he stretched it out." I'm like, no, that's actually a face massage. That's not lymphatic. So when you're pushing in the face too much, you're actually ripping open your surgery again. You're now creating more damage. Your face is supposed to heal. There's no part where you're supposed to be pulling the skin. Let's just say she had like her buccinator muscle right here. That's the one that allows you to whistle like. To put your lips together like that is the buccinator muscle. I know I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, or buccal or buccal. Anyway, that muscle right there, if it's torn or somebody took a knife, or like somehow it's an accident, something happened and it got ripped, you don't want to be pulling the skin. You just not ripped it open again. Now that person might have to go back to
my
surgery.
goodness.
Right.
You know
can't
what they
fix
call that in Jamaica?
What's
A
that?
telephone cut. If you're an
Really?
informer and you run your
Oh.
mouth, they take a knife and they slice you from your ear to your mouth. It's called a telephone cut, okay?
Oh,
So it's very
Jesus.
crucial. So
Yeah,
I'm
it is
sorry if I'm being
mhm.
violent.
No,
or
you're right.
I'm just being honest
You're
because
right.
it's real life stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah.
And so
But,
that's how major our muscles are. Like it's when you're picking up stuff and moving it. That's like saying me, I'm trying to wiggle her nose and do all this. I just now broke up everything that just healed. I just redid. Like why would you do that?
so now you've re-injured her.
Yes, because it's sensitive. It's like literally you had this done like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Proceed with caution and care.
That's why it's always nice and light to just move the bad blood out or inflammation to now move into good blood, because new blood is healing blood, new white cells, that produce the red cells.